Time now for the fantasy segment that we present to you nightly right here on the show. As always, our player spotlight is presented by DraftKings, and we say hello to Nick Pollack.
How you doing?
0 walks, 9 strikeouts with the win, so those extra 4 points for the win.
Vince's Noah.
As he threw a lot of those sliders at 91. It wasn't 89 miles per hour.
But then there's also Sierra, which is skill interactive ERA, and that says all batted balls are not created equal. There's some that are better than others. There's some situations where batted balls are good or bad, and takes that into account.
Nick won our All-Star game.
Yes, I did.
He won our All-Star game showdown Tuesday.
Ketel Marte hit that double. He had Mike Trout as his captain. Not today. I know he's the GOAT for consistency.
But I actually have a strike zone plot on my wall of this blueprint of how to win in the major leagues. It's amazing.
That's taking it a step.
It's incredible. What he does is just
like
perfect.
That's your decoration?
Yes, that is. That's the one frame thing in my
And what
bedroom.
does it look like?
It looks like red at the top with four-seamers, and then you have yellow and blue at the bottom with curveballs and sliders, and then changeups down and away to right-handers. It's perfect.
And for me, Juan Soto.
Would you say that he is your number one play today? My sleeper today is, I have a couple. I have three of them. Andrew Kashner.
And what he's doing now is throwing more of these four-seamers up that look straight, and then all of a sudden you have a cutter that looks like that four-seamer, but then comes back down into the zone. And what that does is it allows them to get easy strikes with cutters that keep guys off balance. They don't know, do I have to swing up at this or do I have to come in on it? And then all of a sudden you can set guys up with that four-seamer at the end that do stay up and they swing underneath that pitch. And it's how he's getting all these strikeouts. It's incredible, especially with that added velocity. So I just want a splitter right here that falls out of the table, off the table, down and away. And to execute it properly, that feeling, that strut, there is no better feeling in that world, that strut. After you strike a guy out and swinging, as you wait for the ball to come back to you, that's really, there has been no better feeling in my life.
112 whip, 29% strikeout rate. His changeup is probably my favorite changeup in the majors. It's just filthy in every single way. 50% O-swing, which is crazy good. 29% swing strike rate on that pitch as well.
They also had this sinker. It was in the zone over 60% of the time, while also missing bats at a 16% rate. I have not seen that before. Normally with zone rates, we see around 55 or so if we're good, 60% plus on it, and to have that swing strike rate, which is like way above the 10% that we normally see. That is ridiculous.
15 of 35 sliders that he threw came with whiffs. That's a 40+% swing strike rate. I talk about like 15% or 20% swing strike rates being fantastic.
Yeah.
40% in one night with sliders.
Yeah.
And he comes with a 95 to 96 mile per hour heater. We love seeing that good velocity on it with a wipeout slider, a developing curveball, and changeup as well. And I think this is a pitcher that will get neglected in a lot of DraftKings lineups when he does get his opportunity. But honestly, he has the stuff to make an impact on a given night.
I do like Domingo Germán.
Yeah.
It's going against David Hess, you guys know. Disappointment this year. Has struck us here.
Germán Marquez for Colorado against the Giants.
Yeah, Marquez has been acting like a monster on the road this year.
He's been under the radar, so play him in your lineup.
Free Dom.
Free Dom.
Free Dom.
Hashtag free Dom.
You know, Sonny Gray, he could be a Sonny Delight for your DraftKings lineup.
I'm loyal to people that listen to me for DraftKings, okay? I will not do you wrong.
And it starts with that four-seamer, 94 miles per hour this year, 113 batting average allowed. It's fantastic. He can put it up, he can put it down and away, he can put it wherever he wants. And it sets up this really cool pitch. It's a Vulcan changeup. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
So you make this, right, and you put the ball right between your fingers. It's great. And what we
Wait
say...
a minute, I can't.
Close, that's good.
Doesn't work.
That's fine. You don't have to throw it, okay? They can do it.
All right.
I know how much he wanted that to happen, and to see him execute it, I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy, man.
Yeah.
That guy's doing what he's trying to do, and he did it, you know. He wanted to hit that pitch there, and he got that, and that's just such a great feeling. I remember being addicted to that as a pitcher myself.
And let us begin, Nick, with Walker Buehler, L.A. against Pittsburgh. Did you see Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, of course, and I know he's famous for taking the day off, but I think this Bueller is going to show up against the Pirates.
15 home runs, 45 RBIs this season. Maybe here and there you can sort of buy low and hope for the best.
So you were kind of waiting for Profire to go far for a long time. And finally he did it last night. I'm really happy about that. Chris Paddock also had a really good night. 34 DraftKings points at $10,900 against the Miami Marlins. We expected Paddock to do really well. You're trying to hold it in. The Sheriff arrived against the Marlins.
Why, sir?
Because I absolutely love Andrew Heaney. I actually want to put Andy at the bottom of all my shoes. I'm in love with him that much.
However, if you know me, I like to talk about improvements, and I'm on the BD train. Beatty has incorporated a slider in the last 2 starts. You see what I did.
It's kind of like that Rich Hill one that we see some days. He comes really low, essentially turns that curveball into that slider and comes down.
If you were
It's $8,300 against Toronto
That
Blue
better
Jays.
go on your reel, sir.
We'll find out.